Let's give him a round of applause.
Local title company, been in business for about 30 years, highly investor-based, investor-friendly is what we call it. We know the ins and outs, how to get the deals done, how to deal with the banks on the first end, how to deal with your second end. I'm pretty much here to answer questions about title, what's going to make your deal, what's going to break your deal. Clear title to marketable title, you're all going to run into that. A lot of these REO banks are giving you clear title, not marketable title. So you may not know what that is. You might never know until your end buyer comes back and calls you up a year from now when they're trying to sell the house and says, "Would you sell me?" I can't get a title insurance on the new buyer. So I'm here to answer just a little bit of questions, not a lot, but just kind of give you an idea. It's just because they give you a title agreement does not mean you have clear title or marketable title, as they say. So you got to kind of watch out for the ins and outs. Learn how to read leading letters yourself. Learn how to know about code and permit violations yourself. Don't rely on anybody else because they will sneak things on you, the banks. You will not know what hit you. And then once you sell that bag of goods to your end buyer, they're not going to come back to you with those, once you give them those problems. So I'm just here to kind of answer any of the little questions with the cities and what I've been dealing with lately, because it's getting worse. The cities are going up. The second you transfer your title or the bank buys the property, they're hitting that house. They're going out there and hitting the property with liens, code permits, trash, whatever it is. Just because you just bought your house and you're going to sell it, they're going out there again on the transfer. They're not stopping. The cities are cashing in right now. So I'm kind of, and I've seen, we probably do 30 a month in that range of transfers. So I've seen it all. Well, I think I've seen it all so far. And I'm just here to answer any easy questions you could throw at me. I can kind of situations. I'm just here to help. That's all.
What do you recommend as investors a type of deed?
Special warranty deed if you can get away with it. Absolutely.
What
You need to put it in your contract, special warranty deed.
And have you seen people rejecting that?
No. If your end buyer has an attorney, a savvy attorney, they might like it, they might not like it. It's all opinion. You're probably 80% of the time you'll get away with a special warranty. I would suggest that. It's up to you. It kind of covers you down the road because the special warranty is a little bit different than the regular warranty.
How do banks do with the double closing?
Banks are fine. The banks, they're fine with it. What you're doing is you're helping the market right now. You're buying the house, you're flipping the house to someone else that's going to fix the house up and increase the value of the neighborhood by fixing it up and selling FHA conventional. So what you're doing, you're increasing, the housing market here, which is increasing everything else. So you're actually doing a service at the end of the day. So as long as they get paid on their first end.
What's the biggest objection you found from the bank?
There is no objection. They don't
anything.
No, I've never had a bank say no. You're not allowed to resell that property. Your restrictions are in your deed, how much you can resell it for. As long as you follow the deed restrictions, you should be fine.
Okay, great question so far. Does anybody have a question?
You as a matter of course do the city name, sir?
Absolutely. We do a city, permit, code, utilities. You name it, it's there. Once we get them, our job isn't done once we have it. Then we have to call the city and make sure everything is in compliance and so on. It doesn't stop with just the letter. We give the letter to our clients. They can have the letter if they want it. Most of them don't know what they're looking at, so we explain it to them, and we go from there. But yeah, everything, every aspect of the city. If it's Miami, we have to have the occupancy certificate, which is going to be a killer for a lot of you, because those occupancy certificates, they're tough on the houses when they go out there to Miami on some of the areas.
All right, one second. You got to raise your hand, and then I'll just call on you guys.
Are your files because lenders, the REO lenders requiring you to use your content, or is the buyer?
What it is, the buyer, you have a contract that you get. You're on your own REO contract, whichever you've been offered, you get it. On the contract, you have us do the second end of the closing. So you'll buy the property from the bank, and then the same day you'll sell the property to your end buyer, who then either does whatever they have to do, rents it out, fixes it up, or resells it.
Do the B2C.
That's right, exactly. Now, what we do is we offer, we do not, now I've seen other people, we do not offer, you have to use your own funds for the first closing. Therefore, you have to buy your house yourself. We offer, we offer help buying the house yourself. We offer what's called bridge loans and so on to buy the house yourself. But it has to be separate transactions money-wise. And that has to be done like that.
You do offer that?
We offer, absolutely, sure.
What's the point percentage?
It's a flat fee. It usually goes by amount, but that's not a problem at all. We take care of your first end also. So you don't have any issues.
So as long as we come with the buyer.
Now, if you don't have a dollar, if all you have your deposit money to buy the first house, we'll give you the financing for the buy the first, and it has to be two separate money transactions. Makes it pretty easy.
All right, hold on a second. Just raise your hand, and I'll call you, please. All right, so go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't answer.
The answer? Okay, go ahead.
What is best thing to be determined at closing?
The vesting as far as how you want title to be vested, have you done a contract like that?
No, I wanted to set one up where I can use vesting.
Well, it's like an assignable contract almost. You know, if the bank going to take that, if you offer that to the bank as far as a contract stating that, and they said yes to it,
No, but I was trying it.
good luck. No. I mean, I've never. It'll be a first. Let me know if you get it. All right, we'd like to see that. Yeah.
Hold on a second. All right, so,
No, as far as what? For us to give a loan for the first day?
Yeah.
No, as long as the person, there's no requirements.
So if you have, oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay, go ahead.
You have to pay for it, exactly. As long as it's closing the same day. And we're handling it as a title company. The person that is lending you the money has no problem. You have to pay their fee, that's all. One-time fee for each transaction.
Oh, okay, so as long as you know the money is on the second day.
Yeah, as long as we're handling both transactions, we don't have to close the first transaction. We're representing you for a law firm in the first transaction. So when we have a file that's sent to us, and we're your second and closing, we call your first end, and we babysit both sides of the closing for you.
Okay.
So we will actually take care of the first end for you also. Yeah, it's a full package. Yeah, well, you pay your closing costs on the sale as a normal title, but the flat fee on the lending on the first is a flat fee.
Do you charge double fees for the first closing and the second?
Well, no, we do not charge them. The babysit the first closing as far as make sure you get the closing and actually buy it from the area. We do not charge that. All you're doing is paying for the funding of it if you need it.
And you have no problem with the title commitment, the insurance, between the first and
No, on the title commitment that we give to your end buyer has both deeds on it, the first deed and the second deed. They're going to initial the title commitment, show them which transfers. There's no hiding it. You're going to, if you're going to tell your buyer, hey, your buyers need to know you're buying it, you're selling it to them. It's on the title commitment. Everybody gets a title commitment. If you hide that from them, you're committing fraud. So it's right there in the title commitment. If they choose to look at the title commitment, most people know what they're buying.
Okay, go ahead.
If you fund the deal and my buyer backs out, what happens at that point?
Your buyer, we will not fund your deal until I know your buyer has not backed out. Which means your buyer has to come to closing with their funds. It's not an issue.
I was just going to ask, is that, what is the percentage of your lending there?
Percentage?
Percent,
It's a flat fee usually. We'd have to give you the information. You have to give me your cards and have the information sent to you. It's
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's how about land trust? If I put this into a land trust, receive the banks,
everyone calls me up and says, hey, what about a land trust? I can sign the beneficiaries of a land trust. Everyone's great idea. I think your chances of the bank taking your contract over someone at this table's contract, if they don't put in a land trust, I think you're hurting yourself. I think they're not going to take it. I think that if someone over at this table offers the same amount to the bank and you're in a land trust and they're not, I bet you they take that person's contract.
same with, what about the LLC then?
LLC, you have a better chance. The land trust, I just think you're going to lose more you're going to win with the land trust. I know what you're trying to avoid in the land trust. You're going to sign the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
But good luck. I don't, let's put it this way. I don't ever see land trust. We do 30 a month. I see one land trust closing accepted maybe every 3 months. I never see them come across like that. Never. They never get accepted.
That's a good question. Any other questions? I have a question. So most banks, ideally for them, they want to give you a special warranty deed instead of a
Well,
warranty.
no, the bank will give you a warranty deed. Okay? You would like to give your end buyer a special warranty deed. Limits your liability. So you'll get a warranty deed from the bank 99% of the time.
Just so you know, the special warranty deed means
Well, it's just less obligations in the future. You're not guaranteeing as much on the deed. The title, if there's title defects, so on and so forth, you're not on the hook as much. It's the way I can tell you. It's a little different than more.
it's guaranteeing like the time you own it.
Right. It's less of a gap period. We call it the gap period. It's a little different.